cube that one was. And a charge is going to be the call. Sables has not liked that call all the way to the penalty box. But with 7:17 left here in the second, the Wolfpack with another power play opportunity. Dylan Sables sits 2 for a nice old charge. Barton messed around with the puck and has turned it over in his own zone. Lavery's asking for it right on the doorstep. Ignored there by Ransom. Goes to the top. Worked around. Good. Good whiffs on the pass. Lavery went and got it. Lavery goes back down low to Good. Tries to play it back to Lavery. Not out of the zone. Kept in by Whitbread. Whitbread steps up, shoots, and is blocked there by Barton. Played around. He's Good. Good will go round. Got Ransom. Goes back to Berthold. Berthold finds Ransom. Berthold goes down low to Good. Good to handle the puck. It falls out in the front and cleared away there by the Sabres. Benjamin covers. Berthold goes back aggressively to get it. Berthold had players up the wing, didn't find them in time, turned around, and the Wolfpack get lucky. They go to this right-hand side here with Good. Good will go in, chips it in, stick in front, falling through was Lavery. Tried to header it into the net. And Tilstead snatched it out of midair and said, no, I'll have none of that. If I let this one go in, I'll be on ESPN and I'll never live it down. Face off to Tilstead's blocker right side. And Calvin Kwan's kicked out of the face-off. It's dropped rather aggressively, and it was dropped to the advantage of the Wolfpack. They'll set up with 45 seconds left. Shot for Gunner! Straight at Tilstead. And he gobbles that one up with 41 seconds left in the power play. 5:58 here left in the second. 1-1 is your score. Kwan legally loses the face-off this time instead of just being flat-out kicked out. Chance at the back. It was Kopp. Still goes down low, but turned away there by the Sabres. Gunner. Rip on. Played out far side to Kopp. Kopp controlled. Tried to play it across, but couldn't. He was looking for Benjamin. Kopp still has it. The edge of the circle. Benjamin. Kopp. Kopp goes back to the blue line and finds Vonacek. Vonacek tries to play it through. Tipped off a skate. Still going at the back. Scores! It was all sorts of messy. It was all sorts of ugly. But any lead is a good lead in a playoff game, and it's Albie Benjamin with a power play goal. And the Wolfpack retake the lead with 5:22 left in the second period. Fantastic patience shown by the Wolfpack. Hard hit there. Bodies go flying everywhere, and the Wolfpack have come the better of it. Up the ice goes Lavery. He's 1-on-3 there, so he just plays into the corner. It was eventually going to be a 1-on-4. James Irvice will now take it round. Irvice skates away from a couple, wheels around. He's still got company with Good, and Good staples him into the boards, and then Good has hit himself there by Roberts. Good still has it. Good and Irvice going at it. Good falls over. Lavery went and got the puck eventually. He's got it still. Now plays it down low for Ransom. Back to Lavery. Back to the blue line. Shot goes in. Blocked away. Not realising the puck was under his foot was Roberts. And the Wolfpack, a big hit there, and that's going to be a penalty. The Sabres bench is furious. Interference, and the Sabres coach has punched the glass and is yelling all sorts of profanities. There's a fair old whack. And Roberts is going to sit again. It's his third penalty of the match. I'm going to say the Sabres have only put 2 out on their penalty kill. I don't know if halving your penalty kill is the wisest of game plans. Face-off was very quick. They didn't allow the Sabres to get ready, but the Sabres come the better of it. Interfered the whole way there was Quan, and no call. Away go the Wolfpack. Here's a chance. Tilstead has to make the 5-hole save on Zvonacek. And it's heating up again. Calvin Quan was mugged from his blue line to the other blue line. Lost his wallet, lost his phone. Managed to keep the car keys, but didn't get a penalty. Zvonacek throws it on net. Ball through Tilstead's 5-hole and out the other side and clear. Kept in by the Wolfpack. Thrown in his net. Sees a chance and the shot was high. And a very, very good position there by Albie Benjamin. And he puts it into the netting. And the face-off will go outside the zone. 1:28 left in the penalty. 3:53 left in the period. As the Perth Sharks set up before their quarterfinal against the Melbourne Glaciers coming up next. Face-off won by the Sabres and angrily thrown down the other end. Benjamin feigned to go and collect it. And I tell you what, Jaden Whitbread nearly put it into his own net as he's messing around with it, trying to get it out from underneath the goal. Here's Ransom. Ransom turns the puck over, and the Sabres off the boards and away. Benjamin will collect the puck this time. Just touches it for Berthold. Berthold up to Good. Good. Nice pass. Finds Lavery. Lavery through. 1-on-1. And he puts it just wide. Lavery is everywhere at the moment. Kept in by Berthold. Down to Lavery. He's got Good at the back. Goes again. Good! Oh, and Good couldn't jam it home. And the Sabres are holding on for dear life here in the second. First Lavery, then Good. Both with gilt-edged chances to make it 3-1. Berthold nearly turns the puck over. Does turn the puck over. Great work there by Barton, but he couldn't keep it eventually. He was outnumbered. Here is Good. Good couldn't find Lavery. Good keeps it in the zone. Got down low, that didn't get all of the puck, and it's played down. And that'll kill the penalty. Wrapping around his Air. Air's got the puck. Air tries to go through. He's impeded on his way through. Turns it over. Kopp gets it out of the zone. Penalty expires. Roberts is told to stay on the ice and go for it. Loses the icing race. And after having a nice 2-minute break, he'll have to stay on the ice. 2:19 here left in the second. 2-1 to the Wolfpack. And they had 2 fantastic chances to make it 3. Face off in the Sabres zone to the right of Tilstead. He's one out of the zone by the Wolfpack. Thrown back in. Picked up here by Sables. Sables lifts it up and away. Tried to find a man at the back. Roberts flies in! Legally this time. It's all heating up here. Benjamin runs into his own player. And Benjamin's chipped off the puck. Stretch pass was on. I don't know if it's on now, but they do it anyway. Kopp picks it up for the Wolfpack. Tick under 2 left here in this second period. Thrown off the boards there by Gunner. Gunner found Lavery, but Lavery was stapled to the boards. Working his way round to Smith. Smith round 2. Smith still going. Smith still going. Tries to drop it off, but literally handed it onto the stick of Air and clashed sticks. And meant Air couldn't do much with it. Falls back to Smith here. Goes back to Air. Smith goes into the slot area. They go back to the point. Shot by Barton. It's cleared away by the Wolfpack. Here's Benjamin. Benjamin down the left. He can drop it off, and he does for Rippon. Rippon is tripped up. And the arm is up. And that one is a bit less undisputed. And with 1:11 left here in the second, it'll be Cameron Smith, who has been the unluckiest bloke here in the second period, who's going to sit 2 for tripping. It'll be a third Wolfpack power play in this period alone. Their 4th of the match. They've scored on 2 of them. Face-off is down and it is won eventually by the Sabres. Fantastically kept in the zone there. Oh, but the stick in was even better, and the Sabres will do away with it. It's Calvin Kwan. He keeps his wallet and his phone this time. Oh, whiff there, and Knott picks the puck up in the corner. Horrible clearance there, and Knott's just going to take it out of the zone. Skate away from Lavery. Jake Knott, who scored that fantastic goal to tie things up. Here's Berthold. Berthold sees off 1-4 checker. A second comes at him and Knott. Finds Harrison Good. Good goes far side and turns the puck over. Gets it back, but turns it over for a second time. Played down into the zone there by Kwan. Benjamin stuck his paddle out and just killed the puck. Played down here to Ransom. Ransom finds Lavery. Lavery has 2, tries to go through both of them. Will fall out the other side. Picked up here by Ransom. Ransom has a chance straight at Tilstead. Ball up chance and it's just wide. It was Lavery again. And that is the end of the second period. Well, a much better period, you'd have to say. The Sabres are left incensed. 4 penalties there in the second period. And as the 2 teams head to the sheds after 2, it is the Wolfpack 2, the Sabres 1. Jake Knott tied things up on the half breakaway, you could call it. Went down the right-hand side and the far side of the rink. Beat Kopp and then beat Benjamin over his left-hand shoulder. A beautiful top-shelf goal. But the Wolfpack like to do things a bit messily, and their second goal was just that. Jammed away by Benjamin. And like they did at the end of 1, the Sabres will be short-handed to start the third period. It was Cameron Smith who took the tripping penalty, and it was not easily argued, you'd have to say. But after 2 here at the Obga, it is the Wolfpack 2, the Sabres 1 here in this first quarterfinal. We'll be back after a quick ice cut. Welcome back to the O'Brien Group Arena, where it is the Sydney Wolfpack 2, the Sydney Sabres 1 here in this first quarter-final of the AJIHL Finals. The winner will go through to face the Brisbane Blitz in tonight's final game, starting at around 9:30, I believe, in the night session. They'll get a nice big old break before that game. 2 power play goals for the Sydney Wolfpack. One to Dylan Lavery in the first, and a second to Albie Benjamin in the second. Have doubled the one Jake Knott goal there in the second. The individual brilliance not showed to tuck it where Grandma keeps the good bickies. Teams are just about to emerge from their respective rooms. "15 minutes awaits for either the Wolfpack or the Sabres to take this one. One team's season will end after this period, and others will continue on till at least tonight. As to whose season it will be is far from being known. Cameron Smith still has 50 seconds of a tripping penalty to serve. And he's going to make his way over there now. He was an unlucky man, Cameron Smith, there in the second period. He had about 4 or 5 different chances to tuck away. Didn't. Fell out of the period, and when he got back into it, it was because he took that said tripping penalty. The Sabres were not happy with how the calls were falling at the end there of the second period, and well, now this is interesting. There is 3 Sabres players over there having a chat with the officials. Smith eventually takes his spot in the penalty box, but Ryan Barton and Captain Jake Knott were both in quite the conversation with the Zebras. That conversation is now over. Bench huddles are there. Loud team chants are applied. Interesting to note that Ignacy Benjamin was not part of his team's huddle, but Dale Tilstead was. Tilstead, the busier of the 2 goaltenders. But arguably, you'd have to say that the Sabres have been probably the better of the 2 teams. The Wolfpack have just had the more opportunities through power plays. 15 minutes left. In the first quarter-final, puck is down and won by the Wolfpack. And they'll set up here on this 5th power play of the match. Tapped into the zone. Picked up here by Barton. Barton backhands it out, doesn't get it out of the zone. Picked up here by Kopp. Kopp, the puck sits on edge for him. He decides against shooting. He's at the back here for Gunner. Gunner throws it through, and there was a tap-down chance there for Rippon, but it was just waved at. Nothing happened. Here's a good chance through the slot there for Benjamin. Gunner keeps it in. Goes across. Chance for Kopp, but he shoots it wide. Gunner keeps it in at the point. Throws it down low to Benjamin. Goes across. Chance there, but it's wide by the Wolfpack again. Benjamin goes in and gets it. Wheeling around. Still wheeling around. Tries to find Kopp on the far side. Can't. Barton goes in. Penalty expires. Power play over. So the Sabres do their first job and see off this penalty. Can they do their second job, which is get the puck in the net? There's a good chance there through Urvice. Urvice plays it down, plays it to his fellow 4 and Kopp on the opposite team. However, icing waved away. Moore whaps it round the boards. There's Irvice. Irvice off the glass. Out of the zone. Not just couldn't tap it round Gunner. Gunner goes into the zone. Bit of space for Gunner. Gunner throws it across the face. Good arrived a bit too late though. And then plays it to a Sabres player, but it's kept out by the Wolfpack. Then played back in and played back and not taken cleanly. And Cam Smith was there and it's turned over and here's a chance for Ross. Ross has Smith if he wants. Tries to wrap it on in. The arms were up, but the puck was not in. Shot from the blue line. Tip in front by Smith. But he did not direct it in towards the net. Got out of the zone by the Wolfpack. Good, couldn't go down the ice with it though. And Lavery will turn around and collect it below the goal line. Wraps it around. Ross for the Sabres. Ross turns it to Good. Good with a nice touch pass and away go the Wolfpack. It's that man Dylan Lavery. He's got Good with him. He goes to him. Good tries to go back to Lavery. Deflected by defender into Tilstead and Tilstead covers the puck. And an opportunity there for the Wolfpack to buy some breathing space here in this third period. And it's those two again, Lavery and Good. A formidable pairing for this Wolfpack team. Face off in the Sabres zone. Will be cleared away here by Savage. Off the boards. Controlled by the Wolfpack D-men, but they turn it over in neutral ice. Knott tries to go through the legs, decides to make the safe pass and then bumps away Issar, his fellow 10. It was Racco who hit the ice and it killed it for the Sabres. Not controlling the puck was Borthold. He's got Lynch on his back. Picked up here by Whitbread. Whitbread's got Knott for company and Knott has clearly been the best player out on the ice today. Individually at least. Lynch. Lynch somehow kept it in the zone, but the Wolfpack were too strong and cleared it away. Issar will go to the corner and get this one. Borthold, it was Roberts, hot in the heels. Cleared out of the zone there by Dushkov. And Racco will not beat Borthold to the puck. He'll wrap it around the boards. Picked up here by Rippon. Rippon touches it up. Nice pass. At the back, the Wolfpack. Just, Bolger couldn't get a clean touch on it. Falls out the back there for Rippon. Penalty arm is up. A penalty is going to come on the Sabres again. Extra man on the ice for the Wolfpack. Oh, bigger hit there by Nick Eyre. Nick Eyre thinks the penalty's on him. It's not. The penalty is instead on Dylan Sables, his second of the afternoon. And with 11:19 left here in the third, Sables will sit too. So, a sixth, if I've got my math correct, I think it's a sixth power play opportunity. Here's Gunner at the blue line, winds up, shoots into the glass high. Far side for the Wolfpack. Taking it to the corner, they're trying to set something up, round behind the net they go. This is Vonacek with the puck. Shot by Gunner is shot into the skates of James Irvice, and Irvice sends it down the other end. Controlled by Benjamin, picked up here by Kopp. Kopp touch pass to Rippon. The two fours, Kopp and Irvice, came together. Sort of killed any momentum Kopp had. The two fours come together again. Rippon has to bail Kopp out. Does eventually, helped by Benjamin. Now, Rippon, nice pass. Finds Gunner. Gunner walks in, shoots! Then sticked into the netting by Tilstead. 10:26 left in the period. 1:08 left in the penalty. Still 2-1 to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the best chance here in the third. Face off to the glove left side of Dale Tilstead. Won by the Wolfpack. Slashed at the line, turned over, and here is a chance. Barton away now for the Sabres, but he couldn't control it. He will eventually. He'll back it in on net, and Benjamin will stick it wide. Picked up here by Berthold, and a sigh of relief from the Wolfpack, but they've iced it. Oh, that is poor power play execution by the Sydney Wolfpack. And they bail out the Sabres with 49 seconds left in this power play. The Wolfpack will win the penalty, but it'll be kept in by Barton. Played off the boards. They kicked at there by a Sabres player. Ripon hits the ice. Here's Cameron Smith in that corner, that half-board area. Cleared away by the Wolfpack, turned over, and here's a chance for Barton. Barton's in around Lavery, but he's pushed a bit wide as it is. Down he goes, and oh no, Dylan Lavery. A trip is called. Well, I think Burton may have extracted a bit of dairy from himself there. But nonetheless, the penalty is earned, the power play is finished, and we have 18 seconds of 4-on-4 before a good chance for the Sabres to get back in this game. Face-off won by the Wolfpack, sent out and around, and that's just going to be a flat-out icing. Some interesting actions down on the Sabres bench. Definitely more into the theatrical side of things as it comes to the coaches. Some loud clapping there as the referee went past. Face-off is down, out the back, but not controlled by Quan at the blue line. Ripon forces the turnover. Into the zone went Zvonacek. The penalty expires for the Sabres, and now they have just a tick over a minute and a half of power play. Not. What's he got in the trick bag this time? Not. Through a couple. Goes a bit wide for his liking. Wraps around the back. Goes back to the blue line. Here's the chance for Roberts. Goes back to Knott. Knott works it back out to Roberts. Roberts has Quan at the blue line with him. Goes back down low. Tick chance there. Was for Sables, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Quan. Quan steps in. Shoots! Good save there by Benjamin into the netting. 8:39 left in the period, a minute 3 left in the penalty. Face off to the glove left side of Benjamin. Knott wins the face off, but the Wolfpack pounce on it. Tell you what, Ransom was away there if he could get clear, and oh, that's a bad hit into the boards, and no penalties called! Wow! This time the Wolfpack bench was up. And oh, that's a massive hit! Ransom! Lined Roberts up from the next postcode! And they've only called a minor for charging! You cannot be serious! I think he's just called a 2 and 10. I'm surprised it's just a mere charging call. Jack Ransom flew in from the other rink where the public is just skating around having a good time. But Ransom came in with bad intentions. The Wolfpack will only have 3 for about 44 seconds. What can the Sabres do here? Shot is well blocked by Albie Benjamin. It was violent with the shot out the back. Here's Knott. Knott plays it in. And I tell you what, Benjamin looked down like it had snuck through his pad. But maybe the strap of that left pad has kept that puck out. He shakes his head. Nosey got away with one there. 25 seconds left of 5 on 3. The 2 and 10 is called because there is 3 blokes in that penalty box for the Wolfpack. Quan will take the face off here for the Sabres after Knott was kicked out for being a bit too aggressive. Down, it falls to Knott. Knott goes across, finds Roberts, runs up, shoots. Good save, Benjamin. Barton was in front, causing issues. Goes across. Here's Sables. Sables has Barton out the back. Tap in front. And Quan couldn't get a stick on it. Barton throws it across. Roberts couldn't get a stick on it. He whiffed on the slot shot. And the first of 2 penalties expires. Not behind his own net, sees off 1-4 checker. Will he see off a second? He'll take him on one-on-one. Stares him down. Skates around him. Breaks his ankles. Goes through him. Gets the puck back. Drops it off. Shot goes in. Seen wide though by a block. And the Wolfpack get it out. They can. Picked up here by James Barton. Takes it to the corner and tries to go through a Wolfpack player and he's denied entry. Zvonacek said no. I don't want you to go through here, and they've turned it over here, the Sabres. It'll fall to Zvonacek. He was clearly taking that outside the zone, and the whistle goes. And the crowd support the linesman in his decision. 27 seconds left in this power play. 6:46 left in this game. And the Sabres have had face-off troubles all day. Smith is now kicked out of it, and they lose it. Thrown into the zone, picked up here by Nick Violent. Thrown across to Air. Nick Air through centre ice. Nice tap down there. Oh, they just couldn't get the entry right, and Irvice had to retreat. Plays it back to Air. On the Mustangs logo there, plays it up to Smith. Smith couldn't control it, and Ripon plays it down. That's going to be an icing. No, icing's waved off. Interesting call. Air fights off one attacker. Was that going to be icing? No, it stopped before it can get there. Irvice couldn't get there first. Falls out the back, but luckily for Benjamin, he had the fellow Benjamin. Smith with the shot. Easily blocked it away there by Ignacy Benjamin. Smith gets there first in his own zone. Makes Albie Benjamin and throws it into his own bench. Does Smith. He's disappointed with himself. And we'll have a face-off inside the Sabres zone. 5:51 left in this game. 5:51 left in potentially the Sabres season. If they cannot find a way out of this pickle they're in. Jack Ransom is sitting 10 minutes. We'll see him if this game goes to overtime and lasts through to the second minute. Face-off is down. One eventually by Kopp. Kopp and a good shot to save there. Sorry, by Tilstead. Good at the follow-up chance. And he puts it wide. Picked up here by Dushkov. Dushkov gets it out. Away go the Sabres into the zone. Smith gets around one. Still going Smith. Tries to bank it off the back of Benjamin. Intricate in its attempt. Whipped on shot. Still a chance down low and just seen wide. Picked up here again by Savage. Savage plays it down low. Bounces off Quan's stick. Quan in tight. Plays it off the pad of Benjamin, but it deflects out to a Wolfpack player. They'll clear it out to this near-hand side. Up the boards they'll go. Lavery tried to play it on and in. Turned it over. Clipped in there by Gunner. Turned over. Savage out wide. Ross couldn't control the pass. Picked up here by Kopp. Kopp turns it over. Here's Ross. Ross couldn't get the back end. Tries to play it back to Knott. Knott still picks it up. Knott shoots. Scores! Jakey Knott with his second of the game. Ties this one up with 4.5 left. Oh, and he loves it. How about that? Knott picked up the loose pass through the middle of the slot area. Round one through Benjamin. And I was just saying earlier to Matt, who's helping us with the live stream today, who sets everything up, we've got a very long schedule and our early bird parking finishes at midnight. We're going to be here past midnight, Matt, aren't we? He shakes his head, but he knows we're going to be. 4.5 left in this game, and we might be going to overtime in the first one. All the momentum with the Sabres, though. The Wolfpack have to clear this one out. Rippon does a good enough job of being able to shield the puck back to Borthold. Borthold behind the net goes to Rippon, and to flex off the referee, though, so Rippon didn't actually get the puck. Was jammed at there by Roberts. Roberts was the one that got it, lifted out and away by the Wolfpack. Knott couldn't get that one. It'll fall out the back here for Barton James. But James Barton couldn't control it. Now he does. Barton in, shoots, and a good save. Benjamin, follow-up chance for Barton. And it's seen away there by the Wolfpack for now. Thrown back around. Here's James Barton again, but he couldn't control that one. Still in tight there. Wrapped around there by Irvice. James Barton goes in there. Now it's Albie Benjamin. Shot comes in from far away, jamming away at it, and diving in was Irvice, but he only played into the pads of Ignacy Benjamin. And the Wolfpack are now the ones holding on for dear life. But they've turned, the Sabres turn it over in neutral ice. They'll get it back here in their own zone. Play it up and eventually got to Ross. Far side, Barton holds it in, finds Ross in the middle. He lost the puck. And he lost his chance. And the Wolfpack will not get this out. Kept in by Ross. Ross shoots, knuckles it on. Blocked there by Kopp. Fills for Smith. Oh, what a goal! Cam Smith! You've got to be kidding me! Cameron Smith from absolutely nothing lifts it over the other shoulder of Ignacy Benjamin. And from 2-1 down, the Sabres lead 3-2. Cam Smith had all the chances in the second. Converted none of them. His first chance of the third. And it's a miracle goal to put the Sabres in the lead. Their season was done and dusted just 2 minutes ago. And now the Wolfpack need to find something from nothing. Thrown into the zone by Sables. Turnover and away go the Wolfpack. Through Gunner. Gunner just inches it way in, but Ross got his stick in there and turned it over. Kept in the zone though by the Wolfpack. Down goes everyone. Was there a trip in any of that? No. Not played out by Sables. Second time maybe lucky for Sables. Third time is lucky for Sables. Kopp picks it up in neutral ice. Plays it back for the Wolfpack. Turns it over. Here's a chance. Smith shoots a goal. Great glove save there. And a confidence builder for Benjamin. But does Benjamin only have 2 minutes left in his season? Two minutes and 4 seconds left in this one, and the Wolfpack are down the wrong end. Thrown just wide. Picked up here in the corner by the Wolfpack. It's not. Getting it back for the Sabres. Working hard as Irvice. Trying to find a tip in front. Whitbread picks it up, wraps it around the boards. Roberts plays it away. Falls down for many of them, but only one of them controls it, and that was Whitbread. Whitbread plays it off the far boards. Rippon couldn't get the puck. Whitbread gets it back. Tries the other side. Played in, a big hit. Nice finished check there. But Rippon will get the puck. Tried to cycle it back round. Couldn't. It'll fall out to James Barton on the far side. Gets a pass across to Irvice. Irvice goes in, shoots, good save. Follow-up chance is whipped away by the Wolfpack. But that puck is iced. And, oh dear, Benjamin's stick is broken. Benjamin's thrown his stick back down the race. Dornbos goes and gets him his backup stick. A minute 9 left in the third here, left in this game, left in this first quarter-final. The Sabres from 2-1 down with 4 minutes to go. Now lead 3-2. Follow-up chance and Benjamin gets it in there, but there's a penalty coming. Penalty coming on the Sabres. Down they go, Benjamin. Benjamin shoots! Oh, off the side netting. Everyone went up in the rink. It's touched up, and with 52 seconds remaining, a power play chance here for the Wolfpack. Their 8th of the day. Timeout called. It's Calvin Kwan who's going to take the penalty for the Sabres. Yes. What a period of hockey we've seen here today. Just outstanding effort and grind from the Sabres in the third. They've taken this period by storm. And they've just absolutely blitzed the Wolfpack. And now the Sydney Wolfpack, who finished the season the better of the two Sydney teams, have 52 seconds to rescue something. It's the Wolfpack making all the noise down to our right. Face off to the gloved left side of Tilstead. Won by the Wolfpack, but they couldn't control it. Not cleared away. Oh, it escapes the zone! Weiss will get to the puck first. Willie will cop. No! No one got there, and the Wolfpack will go the other way. Here's Benjamin, an empty net for the Wolfpack. Falls out the back. Far it goes for Cop. Cop shoots. Good save. Down the ice it goes. It's wide of the net. 20 seconds remain. It stops dead behind the goal line. Picked up by the Wolfpack. It was Gunner. Gunner goes across to Cop. Cop loses it and he skates. He hasn't got much time to get it up the other end. Off the boards to Rippon. Rippon turns it over though. Cop gets there. Slaps it up into midair. Here's Knott. Knott will get it. He'll shoot it at the net. And scores! It's a hat-trick for Jakey Knott! And the Sydney Sabres have punched their ticket to the semi-finals. What a turnaround! What a game! .9 seconds remain. And a semi-final awaits the Sydney Sabres. Thrown down the ice. There goes the siren. A third period to remember for the Sydney Sabres. And they take this one 4-2. For the Wolfpack, the season is done, and they will be left to lament what could have been. And these two teams, full of friends, now engage in what is a very elongated and drawn-out handshake line. And all the intensity from the game is just left out. Hugs everywhere, condolences everywhere. These two teams have played with each other at several stages throughout their careers, their young careers. So it's hard to very much dislike anyone on the opposite team. But the win for the Sabres will be made all the sweeter by the fact that they should have been in the lead realistically, but had failed to do so for the most part, and it looked like the Wolfpack were going to hang on. And with 4 minutes remaining, this looked done. But Jake Knott with his second, Cam Smith with a goal out of nowhere. And then Knott with his third into the empty net. And it's a sad sight here. Some of the Wolfpack players have gone down the race, but Ignacy Benjamin is in his net. Face first. He's back out now, Jake Knott. And stick tapped from some of the players. Benjamin looks absolutely distraught. Down to our right. There are now 3 Sabres players consoling him. Jake Knott, who put 3 past him. I'll tell you what, it's easy to console a bloke when you've put 3 past him. James Irvice is there as well, as is Nick Violent. Knott's very happy with everything, as you would be. A hat-trick in a quarter-final will be something to savour. The Sabres, they go through to the semi-finals later on tonight in the night session after the women's games. The Wolfpack season is done and dusted. And after leading 2-1 with 4 minutes remaining, they go down 4-2 in the first quarter-final. We'll be back after a quick break with the second quarter-final between the Perth Sharks and the Melbourne Glaciers. Quarter-final 2 action between the Melbourne Glaciers and the Perth Sharks about to get underway here. Jeffrey Coop, your commentator once again, for all your AJIHL finals this season. These two teams facing off for the right to face off against the league-leading Adelaide Generals in tonight's first game of the night session. Perth Sharks have had it the better of the two teams this year. The Glaciers have been absolutely horrible. The Sharks 5, 6, 0 and 4 for a total of 19 points. This is how they line up. Number 3, Bruno Stoles. Number 4, Harry Tanner. Number 5, Jacob Ruck. Number 6, Ben Williams. Number 9, Jaden Santana. Number 10, Lachlan Atkins. Number 11, Jai Sarich. Number 14, Lachlan Dwyer. Number 15, Ben Kelly. Number 17, David Mahood. Number 19, Alex Sparley. Number 21, Lyndon Lodge. Number 22, Oscar Zhu. Number 26, Brock Williams. Number 27, Liam Campbell. Number 37, Dom Gomes. And 57, Gabe Smith. Starting goaltender tonight is the great young goalie in number 12, Steve McCann. His backup is Reese Pellicone. They're coached by Perth Thunder head coach as well, Dave Ruck, whose last game in this building with the Thunder was a semi-final loss to the CBR Brave. Meanwhile, for the Melbourne Glaciers, this is a talented lineup who shouldn't have a record of 2-11 and 2-0 for only 7 points in the year. 3, Christian Paniso. 4, Corey Stringer. 5, Tim Breedveld. 6, Jai Red Apple. 8, Jacob Haley. 9, Elijah West Tester. 10, Gavin Birchler. 11, Anthony Stewart. 12, Mitchell De Lorenzo. 14, Sam Hodick. Number 15, Harry Yanazols. 16, David Foster. 17, Mitchell Bonolo. 18, Zach Tickner-Smith. 20, Dennis Levin. Also on the team is Damon Parolin and Evan Conard. Starting goaltender Jack Hayes, and Michael Breedveld is his backup. Warren Porter, is their coach. Much easier to tell the two teams apart this time. The Glaciers in red, the Sharks in white. The Glaciers in a very tight huddle around Jack Hayes in net. Glaciers have had a horrible Thursday, Friday, going down 3-1 to the Wolfpack and 2-0 to the Sabres. Meanwhile, the Sharks went down 5-4 to the Blitz, then beat the Sabres 4-3, and then lost to the Wolfpack 5-2. So it's their 4th game in 3 days. Potentially 5th if they win through tonight, but there is a lot of talent on both sides. There's the Glaciers in red, who will go from right to left on your streaming device. Corey Stringer taking the face-off. Corey Stringer, who's secured himself a nice spot with the Adelaide Adrenaline for this AIHL season. We are underway here in the second quarter final, and a shot straight off the face-off there by Williams for the Sharks. Tapped up and forward, not taken there by Birchler. Collision there between the two Glaciers players. Not controlling it at the blue line was Yanazols. Chance here for the Sharks, in on Hayes, and Hayes gloves it before Williams can cause him any issues at the back there. That was Brock Williams, not Ben. It's great that Brock and Ben are going to be on the same line tonight. That makes everyone's life just a bit better. Face off to the glove left side of Jack Hayes. Is down. Played off the boards by the Glaciers. Pansio couldn't get there for Melbourne. Kept in the zone there by Ruck. Wrapping it round there was Lodge. And they'll look to get it away here, the Glaciers. Pansino couldn't get it away. Stepping up here is Sarich. Sarich throws it in. Picked up here by Kelly. Leaves it for Ruck. Trying to play it back into the slot area. It falls out the back here for Bonolo. Now through centre ice go the Glaciers. Tapping it down and in through Haley. The Sharks will get there first. Hard hit there. Pansino finishing his check. Here's Lodge. Lodge goes out wide to Ruck. Ruck just plays it down and in. Picked up here by Corey Stringer. Stringer plays it off a Perth player and to his teammate, and Oh, they're not clearing the zone here, Melbourne. Just kept by the Glaciers eventually. Playing back into the zone. Wheeling around there. And clearing it away now are the Glaciers. They take it up through Atkins. Atkins still going. Taps it back. Here's a chance for Stringer, and the pad of McCann keeps that one out early. Oh, a massive hit there. Penalty arm is up. It's Brock Williams who's absolutely mashed Stringer into the glass. Boarding is the call, but it'll just be 2 for boarding. Perth are not happy with that. They'll claim some East Coast bias, and we'll all get on with our lives. 13-13 left here in the first. Brock Williams takes 2 for boarding. First power play opportunity of the day. Perth clear it away. Lodge was in an advanced position for the Sharks on the short-handed breakaway. He gets his stick in. The arm does not go up. It's a clean dispossession there by Lodge. Lodge still going. He still has the puck, does Lyndon Lodge. Still going, Lodge, and now he'll lose control of it, but it'll be kept there through Ruck. Ruck's got Lodge for company. Tries to play it in and nearly tipped in to his own net there to the Glaciers, but Hayes' stick was stronger and saw it off to the far boards. Now going through the far side with Pansino. Pansino will have 2 for company. He'll be wrapped around. It'll be kept in here by Stringer. Off to the far side. There's Foster. Foster rides a hit. Still going Foster. Stepping up there was Mahood. Cleared all the way. Stringer couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Sent back to Stringer by Hayes. And he just manhandles Tanner as Tanner tried to ride him down. The 2 force together. Plays it on through. Chance in front for Birchler, but he couldn't put it away. Shot goes in, and well saved there by Foster. 42 seconds left here in this first power play for the Glaciers. Face off to the blocker right side of Steve McCann. Kicked out of the face-off dot. Here's the captain, Lyndon Lodge. Zhu, Oscar Zhu steps in. Won by the Glaciers. Foster had to be alert there to keep it in at the blue line. Losing control of it down low. The Glaciers wrapped around the boards and out it goes. Foster has to control. Chips it down and in. Stringer couldn't get it. Now he does. Stringer holds it up, goes far side. He'll get it back through neutral ice. He'll take it in himself. Everyone will gang up on Corey Stringer, and the Glaciers' power play will come to an end. Still going here are the Glaciers though. 3-on-2. Shot goes in. Scores! Harry Yannizols! Bar down. And first blood to the Glaciers. Harry Yannizols stepped into the zone and let rip with an absolute monster of a shot. And the Glaciers take a surprise 1-0 lead. Bonolo leaves it for Hodick. And it's cleared away, and that will be icing. Touched up there by the goal scorer, Harry Yannizols. What a shot that was. McCann had no chance. And an early strike for Melbourne. Perth under all sorts of pressure at the moment. Play down behind their goal line, and McCann struggles to get rid of it. West Tester was down low there, being a nuisance. Perth will get it out eventually. That was Campbell who was ganged up on, and Corey Stringer has been everywhere to start this match. Goes out. The shot came in from Birchler, but it was well wide. And well, the hits are flying in here. Shot at McCann's net. He covers his near post. And Perth look absolutely rattled to start this first period. All the energy is with Melbourne. Well, that's a bad hit there. Lucky to get away with that one. With the Glaciers. Trying to go through a couple there was the captain and Hodick. Yanazols gloves it after Perth tried to enter in quite aggressively, and Hodick goes wide now. Great play by Sam Hodick. Ridden down, Bonolo rode a Perth player to the ice, and he affected the turnover. Shot goes in and into the glass and high. Tapped around, and going hard there was Ruck. Picked up by Lodge. Lodge goes with an acute angle shot, but it goes to the far side boards and is cleared away, and then bumped off the puck there was Kelly, and Hodick tried to go through a couple, gets the puck back. Picked up there by Breedveld. Turned back over, and oh, that's a big hit! And the hits are definitely coming in thick and fast to start this one. No friendships here to get in the way of any sort of intensity. Birchler taps it up into the netting and into the boards. That was in his own zone, but they are not going to call a delay of game. 8:37 here left in the first. Melbourne with a shock 1-0 lead. Face off to the gloved left side of Jack Hayes. It's tied up and in contest on the dot, and then backhandled out, and here goes Stringer. Stringer beats two, ducks under, Stringer goes, scores! Corey Stringer with some individual brilliance, and he doubles the Glaciers lead. Corey Stringer had two to beat, and he did just that. And Perth have made a goalie change. McCann is out, Reese Pellicone is in. Wow. Just 7 minutes into this game and McCann is pulled. And Perth are in all sorts of trouble right now. Lodge trying to do something for the Sharks. Tapped up to Tanner. Tanner's pinned against the boards by Stringer. Tanner gets it though. Nice 1-2. Lodge was held the entire time, and so he couldn't affect the two of that 1-2 that he was trying to do. And icing eventuates. 7:56 left in this first period. Melbourne have come flying out of the blocks. Face off down. Controlled here by Foster. He shoots and Pellicone saves his first sight. Confidence booster there for Pellicone, coming in very cold. Face off is down and ripped around the boards by Bonolo. Chance in front again for the Glaciers, but here go Perth with a 2-on-1. Aggressive stick lift there, was on the gloves, was bordering on the slashing side, you would have felt. Away goes Pansio. But he can't get the puck. Instead it's Sparley. Zhu couldn't help Sparley out. Just escapes the zone. Left behind by Perth. It was Santana that time. Taking in Birchler. Birchler shoots and a good save. Chance back and but oh! Pellicone takes it off the line. He had to reach back and whip that off the line as it sort of tried to trickle its way over. Here's Stringer. Off the face-off. Stringer tries to backhand it in. Gloved by Santana. Gloved away, and now Perth can slingshot away. Through Williams. Williams bend. He tries to play it down. Sticked away there by Hayes. Picked up by Brock Williams. Williams tries to throw it across to the other Williams, and calming it down here is Melbourne through Breedveld. Breedveld plays it off the boards down to Pellicone, and Pellicone covers with 6:39 left in the first. Melbourne with a 2-0 lead. To start this one, first Yanazols, then Stringer. Face off the blocker right side of Pellicone, controlled by Perth. Whipped around the boards, picked up here by Tanner. Tanner plays it off the boards, finds Lodge. Lodge through the middle, couldn't find Ruck. Controlled there by Breedveld. Stringer, Birchler. Then Damon Parolin. Parolin couldn't control it, and now Lodge goes into the zone. Lodge trying to go around. Still Lodge. Still Lodge. Plays it back for Ruck, but Ruck couldn't get a stick on it. Off the back to Mahood. Mahood plays it across to Lodge. Lodge still going, but he's bodied off the puck. Something fierce by Yanazols. Falls out the back, tapped away, but there was a man back for the Sharks. It was Mahood. And it'll be Mahood again. He's got Gomes with him. Uses him. Dom Gomes. Gomes is pushed into his own bench there. Play on continues. Zhu with the shot and a good stave with the pads by Hayes. And now a chance for Melbourne. Here's Hoddick. Hoddick drops. Shot is well wide there by Pansino. Not kept in on that far side by Bonolo. Turnover. Shot on Hayes, but it's well wide. He didn't really have to do much to it, and Williams flies in there. Now here's Hoddick. Penalty arm is up. Whacked at and touched up. And I think it's Brock Williams again. It is on an interference. Perth can't believe it. Dave Ruck has got the arms up. Brock Williams remonstrates in the bench. Melbourne calls for a second bench penalty. The referee, Dan Boyd, goes and has a chat with the Perth bench and just tells them to calm things down. .4:55 the time of the penalty. Here is Haley. Played in, shot by Stringer, saved by Pellicone. Perth are under siege in this first period. I don't know what they expected, but they have come out not ready for quarterfinal hockey. Stringer trying to affect something on this power play, but Lachlan Dwyer has done well. Shot still comes in on Pellicone. He drops it out in front of him and then covers it. And to Pellicone's credit, coming in cold, he's done well in these early stages. Minute 39 left in the Brock Williams interference penalty. 4:33 left in the first. Ruck. Going to take the penalty. I'll tell you what, Sam Hoddick is taking his captaincy business quite seriously. He's up at every stage. Should have to be pulled back by Pansino on the bench. Perth in trouble behind their own net. The two forwards go at it. And Tanner loses out to Stringer. Back to the blue line. Shot goes in. Kicked away by Mahood. And Lodge plays it up. Here's a chance out wide. Still going as Ruck. Ruck plays it back to Lodge. Lodge shoots! And shoots high. Chance falls to Ruck at the back. Ruck still going. Wraps it around the boards. Lodge sees that play and gets to it first. Tries to tap it back to Tanner. Lodge loses it in his skates. And has to go back to Mahood. Mahood plays it round. And it's picked up here by Foster. Foster skates off Ruck and just has a bit of time. Goes up to Pansino. Pansino turns it over though. Lodge had a bit of time there and could have turned it back to a teammate. Decided against it. Played up by Hoddick. Hoddick to Bonolo. Back to Hoddick. Hoddick gets through 2, through 3. Shoots and scores! Backhand bar down. The captain, Sam Hoddick, makes it 3. And it is all the Melbourne Glaciers right now. And Pellicone had saved about his first 5 or 6 shots, but the 7th was too much for him. And Melbourne have come out and absolutely ambushed the Sharks. Good work there by Ben Williams down in the zone. Shot in from the point from Mahood. Here goes Pansino. Brock Williams gets in the way there and is floored by the linesman. Oh, if Brock Williams wasn't already happy with his game, he's going to be even angrier about it now. He's turned the puck over. Here's a chance for Pansino, but he couldn't get a stick free, and Perth will get the puck out and away. Played off Janizols. Just thrown down by Perth. Vreedveld kicks it clear into the corner. And Melbourne reset. Janizols. Just couldn't touch it up. Now that was going to be icing, and it's hit that far linesman again. And the icing did not equate. Here's Birchler. Perth just working hard to get some zone clearance. Here they go through Lodge and Ruck. Lodge just flat out beats a man. Lodge still going. Lodge goes out and scores! Lyndon Lodge gets the Sharks back in this one. A captain's goal, if ever needed, by Lyndon Lodge, assisted by Jacob Ruck. And with 2:10 left here in the first, Perth are on the board. A nice finish there by Lyndon Lodge. And a much needed goal by the Sharks. Well, here's a second chance, I tell you, off the face-off, and unlucky there by Williams. He just couldn't get a clean control of the puck, and Dwyer was in a bit of trouble, but he gets it out far side to Zhu. Zhu's got Williams inside him. Goes himself, tried to play it back to Tanner, but turned it over instead. Good work there by the Sharks. There was Tanner down low. It was fantastic work by Ben Williams behind the goal line, but Stringer picks it up now, and whenever Stringer has the puck, he looks like he's going to do something with it. He wheels around, holds, tries to get a tip in front in the slot area. Santana plays it up to Zhu. Zhu just calms things down, dumps it in, gets the change, and everybody resets. Janizols. Far side here to Bonolo. Bonolo couldn't take it cleanly. Falls out the back. Who's there to get it? It's Lyndon Lodge. Lodge plays it to Ruck. Lodge working in hard, but he couldn't be found by Ruck. Ruck just unleashed with the shot. Still going Lodge. Bumped off it. Gets a shot away. Pulls it just wide. Couldn't be kept in the zone there by Sarich. Well played out there by Mahood. Lodge working hard. Lodge still working hard. Lodge still working hard. But it comes to no avail, and away goes Hoddick, and they slingshot away again, the Glaciers. Hoddick working round, shooting, good save, Pellicone, follow-up chance at the back for Pansino is wide. Secondary chance there, Bonolo. Offside We'll see the the Sharks be able to calm things down off the boards. Oh, but kept in there by Stringer. Falls to Pansino, and a good blocker save by Pellicone. 3-on-1, and Stringer might still be able to effect it away, but Mahood gets it out eventually, touched up, and that's going to be icing. Now, one of the changes happened beforehand. Two of the changes happened beforehand. Two of the changes. With 4.5 seconds left. No, 3 of the changes. Well, the linesman called Zhu over, but Zhu doesn't have to go. Chance for Birchler late, played off the glass. And that is the end of one. What a first period by the Melbourne Glaciers. They have come out and smacked the Perth Sharks in the mouth early. Goals to Yanazols, Stringer and Hoddick before Lyndon Lodge got one back for the Sharks. But after one, it is all the Glaciers. They lead this one 3-1. We'll be back after a very, very quick break. We are through one here at the O'Brien Group Arena. It is the Melbourne Glaciers 3, the Perth Sharks 1. And as you can see right here, Dave Ruck is laying down the law to his Perth Sharks team. A good old-fashioned dressing down that usually occurs in the room has just occurred in front of everyone on the benches. It's a lot happier huddle away to our right in red, but I tell you what, Dave Ruck, if he had the privacy of the dressing room, I reckon he would have taken in a bit more. But the message is simple. They're not out of this game. They've just given themselves a lot of work to do to get back into it. They've still got half an hour of hockey. But the Glaciers look dangerous whenever they head down the ice. Second period is underway and an aggressive win there by the Sharks. It'll be Brock Williams with the first shot and anger. Zhu at the back. And a fast start there by Perth. Out of the zone just by the Glaciers. Brock Williams back on that line with his namesake in Ben. Touched off the glass and up through Haley. Haley shoots and offsides are called very late. The shot was allowed to go by Jacob Haley. But it does not count. Just give me 30 seconds into our second period here. Face off one and Lodge just hacks at it, but he can't control it. Hoddick now in neutral ice. There's a friend in Foster. Foster up. Tapped down by Bonolo. Picked up here by Sparley. Sparley turned it over. Here's a chance, Hoddick. Pellicone down early. Birchler was hanging out the back with intent. Great stick lift there by Ruck. He finds Lyndon Lodge. He keeps on going. Lodge, will he go back to Ruck? He won't. He'll try the shot himself. It's played wide. Still a chance. Ruck lost his stick, and so he was unable to get up and make anything of the dangerous pass by Lodge. Play back into the zone. Picked up here by Sparley. Tried to go up to Lodge. He's left it well. Here's Ruck. Ruck winds up, but its shot is blocked before it can make it through to Hayes. Working hard as Breedveld to see off his fellow 5. Plays it to Stringer. Stringer plays it up the ice to Parolin. Parolin works hard, got front position. No penalty is called though. Now Stringer gets in front of Dwyer. Stringer trying to shake off Dwyer. A second comes in on Stringer. A third comes in on Stringer. Parolin with the chance in front. And Pellicone makes a good save. .13-14 left in the second. An even start, you'd have to argue. Face-off is down. It was to the blocker right-hand side of Pellicone, and the Sharks are able to win this one. Santana plays it off the glass. Smacked down out of mid-air by Yanazols, but the Sharks get it out. But Williams' releasing pass was blocked before it could do any damage. Here's Parolin. Parolin enters the zone. Stringer taps it in. Offsides were called, so Zhu got a free play at it. But Stringer there tries to go through 3. Doesn't work. And away go the Sharks. That was Ben Williams, but he couldn't find Brock. Away goes Birchler for the Glaciers. Dwyer in there. Stops him from doing anything with intent. Tries to go it across. Pellicone has to get down and save with the pad. And away go the Sharks, breaking out through Zhu. Oscar Zhu now, a 1-on-3 situation. He's better off just taking it to a corner, dumping it round and seeing what they can set up. Brock Williams just idles in, then effects the forecheck, but it's too late. The Glaciers are away through Birchler, and a good shot and a good save by Pellicone with his glove. Good to see the Obga Birds are back. One's perched up atop the netting at the moment. 2 birds that just always happen to appear inside the Obga. Face off to Pellicone's blocker right side. Nearly falls out the back for the Glaciers, but Tanner did enough. Now picked up here by Bonolo. Bonolo turned it over. Not kept in the zone by Haley, and a 2-on-1 chance. Here's Ruck. Ruck shoots and gloved. My apologies, it was Gabe Smith. Smith was manhandled to the ice. Nothing comes of it. Good chance by Gabe Smith though. A good effort to get it out of his own zone. Face-off is down. Won by the Glaciers. Off the boards and away. They look to beat the icing, but Perth was ready for it. Well played by Mahood. Shot goes in and it makes its way through Hayes. Kelly with the shot. Hayes wasn't waiting for it. And big hit there on Sparley. Sparley's hurting a little bit after that. Just plays it down. Lodge turns it over, and away goes Hoddick, and the arm's up, and a penalty's going to be called. Pansino was just a bit too rough on Lyndon Lodge, and interference is the call. 11:29 left here in the second. So the Perth bench has been asking, and they finally receive a penalty. What can they do with the power play opportunity? They need to win the face-off to begin with, and they're having issues with that. But Tanner went in and got it. Goes back to Lodge. Back to Tanner. Tanner goes back to Lodge. Lodge goes back to Tanner. Tried to play it in. Now a chance to the back. Oh, what a save by Jack Hayes! He had no right. Ben Kelly saw nothing but net. And Jack Hayes gets across, makes the save. How good was that? Face-off won by the Sharks. Look to set something up here. Mahood shoots just wide. Here's Ruck to Mahood. Winds round, shoots, scores! Deflection in front by Harry Tanner. Oh, they've waved it off. Have they waved it off? Well, Kelly's going to the box. The goal's gone up on the scoreboard now. Dan Boyd was very quick to remove Kelly from play. Lyndon Lodge has got a very, very heated conversation with referee Dan Boyd. Sam Hoddick's over there as well just to sit in on it. Lodge is unimpressed with the call. The goal will stand though. And the Sharks are definitely back in this one. But after they score the goal, they have to sit on the penalty kill. Santana rips it down and controlled here by Hayes. And the Glaciers will look to set something up. I didn't see what Kelly did to earn the penalty, so I can't tell you if he deserved it or not, but Perth were definitely unimpressed. Hard in there was Breedveld after losing the puck. Santana bumps him off it. Works out the back. The shot came with intent from the point by the Glaciers. Lodge couldn't get it out. Hoddick and Santana at it. Hoddick still going, and Hoddick will get the puck eventually, but he'll have to take it out of the zone. Pansino, who sat the penalty and gave up the goal, will look to redeem himself out there. Here's Haley. Now Pansino. Wraps it round the boards. Looks to find Stringer on the far side and does. Stringer sets it up. Too much time and space for Stringer. He finds Birchler. He finds 3 Melbourne players. 4 of them there. And none of them decided who could pick the puck up and put it in the net. And the chance is wasted. Shot by Stringer from the half boards is played away, and Perth get it out of the zone with 30 seconds left in the kill. Stringer. Round 1. Oh no, he's played it into Tanner, and Stringer and Tanner can't see where the puck is. Falls out to Santana. Santana plays it straight to Foster. Foster plays it into the zone. Picked up by the Thunder and wrapped out and around the boards and not controlled by Breedveld. It was Dwyer who dismissed it out, and the penalty expires on Kelly. Even strength. Again, here's Stringer. Stringer tries to play it into the middle, can't. Falls out the back, and the Sharks control it. They can't. Too many sticks from the Glaciers eventually made it impossible. Finished check there by Kelly. Picked up here by Parolin. Turns it over, and away goes Brock Williams. Taps it away to Lodge. Lodge goes down low. There's 2 Melbourne players there, and it'll be cleared away there by Yanazols. Back into the zone, and they'll have to find another way out. Round the glass and on top of the boards by Breedveld to Birchler. It works its way out to Pansino. Pansino steps in, decides not to shot, just tries to go far side to Hoddick, but Hoddick didn't get the shot in. Here's a chance down low. Hoddick goes round the back, but the chance evaporates. He's a bit too slow to make it happen. Eventually the puck works its way to Lodge. Lodge can't take control of it. They hack at it near the Glaciers goalie gate. It falls to Hoddick in neutral ice. He just plays it off Lodge into the zone, and Lodge was a bit unimpressed with the play. Dwyer goes far side, finds Mahood. Mahood winds up. Mahood still going. It's still Mahood, and his shot is played into the netting. And we'll have a face-off inside the Melbourne zone. 7:25 here left in the second period. But Perth have come to play in the second. A public dressing down by Coach Dave Ruck seems to have sparked them into gear here in this second period. Face off to the blocker side of Hayes. It's won by Melbourne. Played up to Stringer. Stringer going in, shooting, but good stick there from Dwyer. Stopped the shot from having any meaning. Haley now wheels around. Haley, nice park to Parolan. Parolan shoots and how did that not go in? Birchler down low. Stringer with the shot, but it is wide and away. And here go the Sharks. Here's Lodge. Holds it up. Plays back to Ruck, but Ruck couldn't do anything with it. Lodge with the shot and a good save by Hayes. Now Atkins. Played back. Here's a chance for Santana. He stepped into the shot but couldn't do anything with it. Birchler out the other side. Birchler steps in. He shoots and it's sticked wide by Pellicone. Touched wide by Lodge. Picked up here by Breedveld. Breedveld with the shot and off the glove of Pellicone. Picked up by Birchley. Knocked Santana away, but Sarich is there to save the... Lodge, is there to save the day for the Sharks. Santana away from a couple. Here's Zhu. Zhu's got Ruck with him. Just shoots into the corner. Here is Ruck on the puck. He plays it behind, but Breedveld will be there to pick it up. Dumps it off to Hoddick. Hoddick nearly turns it over. Hoddick does turn it over. What a play by Ben Williams, but Zhu couldn't find him on the return pass. Ben Williams goes back and gets it. He can't find Zhu. Williams still going. And the Glaciers all not clear. Brock Williams got in. Arms up. Penalties on the Glaciers. Brock Williams earns the tripping penalty. It's Pansino who will sit again. And with 5:42 left here in this second period, a golden chance for the Sharks to tie this one back up. What can Perth do here? Ruck cannot win the face-off. Stringer takes it from the face-off dot. Still going Stringer. And he takes it all the way into the zone. Well stopped by Mahood. On the back of the net. Stringer still doing something. Pushes Lodge over. Gets the puck back to Stringer. But Ruck comes across and calms everything down and says, let's actually have this puck up the other end. A good move by Ruck. Still going Ruck. Ruck now shooting. Hayes sees it wide. Ruck picks up his own shot. Tries to pay it back to Kelly. Gets it back to Lodge. Lodge has a man free on the far side. Here's the chance for Perth. But the shot from Mahood is unable to squeeze past Hayes. With 1:14 left in the penalty. And 4:56 here left in the second. We'll have a face-off to the glove left side of Hayes. Ruck wins the face-off. Tied up in amongst the linesmen. Works to Perth's advantage. And Hayes has to stick it wide. Lodge keeps it. No, he doesn't. He cannot keep it in the zone. He thought he had. The arm didn't go up straight away. Hence why he played it back into the zone. But it was ill-advised as offside was called. Face-off won by the Sharks. A very quick puck drop. Lodge goes to Kelly. Kelly winds up, shoots, and Hayes sees that easily from a long way out. Hoddick will just chip it round. Kelly finishes a check on Hoddick. Lodge is now pushed in, and there's coming together here. Are we going to have 5-on-3 here? I think we are. Tanner hanging around the goalie with bad intentions has drawn the penalty. It's David Foster who's going to sit too for a cross check. 49 seconds of 5-on-3. This Perth team has tilted the ice back their way. And a goal here to knock things back up would make this very interesting. Here's Lyndon Lodge. He doesn't have enough space. He gets the shot away eventually, and it's just wide. Kelly behind his net. Chance in, it's deflected, nearly deflected in. Kelly goes to Tanner. Tanner back to Kelly. He's got Lodge up the top. If he goes to him, he does. He's got Mahood off. Bit of space for Lodge. Goes to Mahood. Mahood wheels around, shoots, but it's blocked. And they'll have to reset. There's a bit of space here for Mahood. The shot goes in. Scores! A shot from nothing by Jacob Ruck. And we're all square up again. Unbelievable scenes here in the second. From 3-0 down, it's 3-all. In reality, it's a shot that Hayes should have saved. Ruck had no right scoring from there. Here's Hoddick winning the face-off and having his shot blocked. Gets around a check from Brock Williams. Dwyer pushes it round, picked up by Zhu. Oscar Zhu now just plays it into the corner. We have a brand new hockey game here. Here's Williams. Williams goes back. Here's a chance, and Hayes has to save. Mahood should have done better with that. .3:30 left in this second period. And we're knotted up at 3. What a period by the Perth Sharks. Won by Tanner. Here's Lodge. Lodge goes round to Ruck. Mahood wheels round. Dwyer. Dwyer tried to just dip it on in. It's deflected off a skate, and Hayes has to react quickly. There's still 40 seconds left of power play for the Sharks. I think that was Stringer's skate. It cannoned off. Face-off is down and won by the Glaciers, but Lodge got a stick in there, then fell over. The Glaciers couldn't clear it through Haley. Lodge got it back. Lodge has time, goes back to Mahood. Mahood shoots, Hayes saves, and then claims his own rebound. Three minutes flat left in the period, 30 seconds left in Foster's cross-checking penalty. Face-off is down. Mahood goes to Ruck. Now Lodge back to Mahood. Mahood shoots, but he had Stringer in his face before he could really get the shot away. Haley clears it up to Birchler. Birchler taps it on, picked up by Stringer, but he couldn't get the puck in neutral ice, but he gets the stick in there. Here's Stringer. Stringer will shoot into the skate. Stringer a second chance, but it's seen into the glass. Stringer a third time, runs over Dwyer. Gets the puck back. Has Haley if he wants, but he decides to shoot himself. Birchler is caught up in the goal area, and away go the Sharks. There's a chance out here for Lodge. If he can pick it up, he can. Plays it back down low. Ruck with the shot into the netting. And we'll have a face-off. Penalty has expired. We're back to even strength with 2:14 left in the period. And we're back at an even game at 3-all. Now this game has turned. You would not believe me if I told you, if you've just joined, that the Glaciers led this 3-0 and looked like they could win it 10-0. Face-off is down, and a bit of indecision by the Glaciers costs them dearly. They'll get it out eventually. Here's Mahood. Down goes the linesman on the far side. Zhu now plays it off the boards into the zone. Brock Williams will get there first. He'll try and cycle it round, but Breedveld was going to have none of that. Janazold couldn't get it out, but the Glaciers do eventually. Hoddick now takes it up. Still going Sam Hoddick. Still going Hoddick. He loses control of it and has to go behind the net. Gets away from a couple. Hoddick will wheel around. Goes back to the blue line. Plays it with Breedveld. Hoddick. Hoddick shoots. Good save, Pellicone. Follow-up chance. And Pellicone covers the puck, and he hasn't had much to do with recent, but he was quick to get in there. .132 left in this second period. Bit of breathing space now for the Glaciers. They've been under the cosh basically most of this period. They've turned it over and they're under it again. Here goes Lodge. He's got Ruck with him. Tries to go to Ruck. He does, but Ruck over skated the pass. How quick were Lyndon Lodge and Jacob Ruck there? Stuck in that corner. Birchler was jamming at it to get it out. And he will do that eventually. And a bit of space for Birchler. Now Stringer. Stringer has Parolin working for him, but he's checked before he can do anything with it, Stringer. He tried to do a bit too much. Here's Birchler. Birchler goes down low. Played in, deflected away. Chance at the back. Pellicone sees it out, working in Birchler, but he couldn't get his shot away. Pellicone gets up off his chest. Seen out and away. Here's Lodge, but Lodge is blindsided by Yanazols, and everything calms down with a tick under 30 left. Dangerous pass. It does escape the zone, so that's why Zhu backed off it. Through goes Parolin. Parolin still going, and sticked away by Pellicone. Picked up by Ben Williams. Williams plays it to Zhu. Zhu tries to go through a couple. Turns it over, he's mashed into the boards. It's all going on now. Who's the penalty on? It's on Melbourne just before the end of the period. Roughing is the call. They'll start it to start the third. And both teams are quick to abscond themselves to their respective dressing rooms. Roughing is the call. And it will be on Haley. But Perth have rescued this match. And in doing so, have given it a new life. And after two here at the Opka, it is the Glaciers 3, the Sharks 3. No goals there in the second by the Glaciers. Goals to Tanner and Ruck for the Sharks. And it is that line of Lodge, Tanner and Ruck which is causing all sorts of issues for the Glaciers. Brock Williams is substituting in every now and then on that line as well, and he's causing double the problems. But after two here at the Opka, it is tied up at 3 in this second quarter-final. We'll be back after the Isa Zamboni. What is going to be a very important and a very feisty third period. Welcome back to the O'Brien Group Arena. It is tied at 3 after 2. That was after the Melbourne Glaciers lead 3-0 midway through that first period. And then it all went south quickly. The West did not like that. And have turned this bad boy around. And we're knotted up at 3 with 15 minutes left in someone's season. Harry Yanazols, Corey Stringer and Sam Hoddick with the goals for the Glaciers in that order. And then Perth said, not today. And went Lyndon Lodge, Harry Tanner and Jacob Ruck. The Tanner and Ruck goals coming off power plays. Tanner with the tip in front off a sweet shot by David Mahood. Ruck scoring from absolutely nothing. He didn't really deserve the goal per se, but he surprised Hayes almost with that shot. And then just as the period expired, Jacob Haley took a roughing penalty, which will see the Perth Sharks start this third and final period with 2 clean minutes of power play time. Reece Pellicone in net has been outstanding for the Sharks. After Steve McCann got pulled only 8 minutes into the match. Haley ambles on over to the penalty box. Probably regretting his actions at the end of the second now. "15 minutes left in this second quarter-final. Who advances? We'll find out now. Face-off is played into the Shark zone, and Parolan was hard in on Lodge. Lodge has still got it. Goes out wide to Tanner. Tanner throws it deliberately wide of the net. Found Kelly. Kelly puts it in behind. Here's Tanner. Tanner with the wraparound chance. Looked to find Ruck, but couldn't. Goes back to Mahood at the blue line. Tanner shot, and the rebound was there for the Sharks to pop away. Hayes made the initial save, but didn't really eat his rebound. Here's a chance by Ruck, but his shot was blocked, and then he fell over trying to get it to Mahood, but Mahood did well enough to get it away. And now Mahood skates away from Stringer. Plays it back to Hoddick. And Hoddick just whips it down and clears it away. Picked up here by Lodge. Has Hoddick for company. And Hoddick goes behind the net with him. Lodge spins away from him. And with just a tick under a minute left in that penalty, Lodge goes the stretch pass. Touched up by Ben Williams, but there's nothing but Glaciers. It's just sent back down to Lodge, and Lodge says, okay, well, I'll see what I can do this time. Just taps it off the boards as Bonolo came in at him. Here's Brock Williams. Mahood. Mahood touches it up to Ben Williams. Oscar Zhu going in, but he won't get there. Kicked forward by Mahood, but he kicks it to Hoddick, and Hoddick, well, I don't know how it ended up over there, but it did. And the Glaciers will this time see it down, and Pellicone gets a bit of an awkward bounce, but sticks the leg out and kicks it wide. Picked up here by Santana. Santana has Pansino for company and sees him away. Santana, well, he's played it into Pansino. Pansino came a second time. This has been a good kill as the penalty expires by the Glaciers to start the third. Oh no, bad by Mahood. But he gets it away to Kelly eventually. Touched up by Ruck. Kelly turns it over. Here's Ruck. Santana. Santana whiffs on it and he has to go collect it from behind his net. Stringer goes in at him, but he gets it away to Dwyer. Dwyer touches it up to Lodge, falls out the far side to Kelly. Kelly will get there first. He thought Ruck was behind him, but he wasn't. And Stringer tries to go through a couple. Birchler now picks it up. Birchler plays it into the zone. Dwyer and Stringer. Stringer pin Dwyer and it falls for Birchler. Birchler spins away from one, leaves it for Stringer. Stringer tries to stick it round, but Ruck stuck his stick out, and now Dwyer has it. And Dwyer just touches it round the boards, finds Kelly, and Kelly didn't have a lot of time to do anything with it. And he'll pick it up this time. He'll play it up to Lodge. Lodge has Ruck on the other side. He'll find him. Oh, but Ruck couldn't control the puck. And here goes Stringer. Stringer through centre ice. Stringer still going. Stringer shoots, and Pellicone saves easily. Stringer and Mahood come together after that, but nothing comes of it. 11:42 left in this third and final period. And it's almost like the game has restarted. Both teams just sort of feeling each other out. The Glaciers keep it in, but Bonolo couldn't do much with it. Dwyer left the puck behind. Brock Williams has to go back and get it. And he falls over. Dwyer goes to help him out and does. Dwyer's blindsided Bev Pansino. Chance at the back and a great save by Pellicone. It was Mitch Bonolo. But instead of guiding into the net, Pellicone made himself rather large and ate the puck and made a crucial save. 11:20 left in this one. Face off in the Perth zone. Williams wraps it round the boards. Here's Mahood. Mahood can't clear it away. Perth will fail to clear it away a second time. Williams touches it up and they clear it a third time. Mahood is knee down. No call there. Puck's left behind. Mahood didn't see it and Hoddick picks it up. Hoddick now winds up, shoots, scores! Samuel Hoddick. And you had a feeling that if anyone was going to bring the Glaciers back into this one, it was going to be that man, Sam Hoddick. It's 4-3. Ruck off the face-off. Ruck again, tried to go to Lodge, but turned it over. Stopped by Santana. Santana throws it in. Hayes stops it and gloves it and freezes it. Interesting decision there. Samuel Hoddick just stepped over the line, wound up, and just ripped one past Pellicone. There was nothing he could do about that. Melbourne retake the lead. Stringer now off the face-off. Stringer has Lodge with him, and Lodge was fantastic in his defence of Stringer. And oh, massive hit there! Kelly on Birchler into the linesman. Kelly couldn't find Ruck. And the Glaciers will try and calm this thing down. Tapped forward, here's Stringer. Here's Birchler. Birchler has Parolin with him. Sticked away by Pellicone. Parolin. Parolin down low, still Parolin. Someone goes behind to go and get Parolin. It was Kelly. And out to the blue line it goes. It's Breedveld. Breedveld round run. Breedveld shoots, but shoots wide. Lodge looks up. He sees a man. Finds the man in Kelly. Kelly taps it back. Here's Ruck. Ruck shoots. Good save, Hayes. Follow-up chance. Ruck could not tap it home. Hayes dove a long way out to get it. Ruck had his stick in there, but the puck was frozen. 9:34 remaining in this one. Melbourne 4, Perth 3. Face-off is down. Backhanded and ricochets towards goal, and Hayes very quickly sees it. Brock Williams, who's been a nuisance all game, but a very effective one. Was in there to make sure Hayes didn't fumble it. Face off in the same spot. One again by Perth, and that shot is just wide. Williams here picks it up, drops it off for Sparley. Sparley wraps it round. Wrap around chance. Hayes doesn't know where it is. I think it's under his leg. And a face off for a third time on that far right dot. 9:15 remaining. 4-3 your score to Melbourne. Hoddick, the man who made it 4-3. Away goes Pansino. Pansino gets in front, but he was well defended by Mahood. Kept in there by the Glaciers. Picked up here by Perth. Ben Williams sees it out. Here's Foster. Foster finds Pansino. Pansino finds Stringer. Stringer now, still going Stringer. Tries to tap it home, doesn't. Keeps the puck, runs into the ref. Stringer still with it. Saw off Brock Williams. Now has Mahood. Gets round Mahood. Gets through Stringer. Just high and wide. Far side shot in. It ricochets up on Pellicone. He lost his stick in the process. Here goes Ruck. Ruck still going. Jacob Ruck shoots and patted away there by Hayes. Ruck goes back and gets it. He's got Brock Williams for company. Couldn't find him. Ruck gets it again. Santana at the blue line. Shoots. Kicked away there by the Glaciers. Oh, they were away, but they couldn't get it down, and Perth keep it going. Into the zone they go cleanly. Through Ruck. Drops it off Lodge. Lodge shoots. Easy save for Hayes. 7:58 remains. Perth just looking to tie it up again. They know if they tie it up again, they can go from there. Birchler kicked out of the face-off. Down, Lodge couldn't get it first time. Dwyer did well to keep it in, but all he did was just play it across to Parolin. Parolin will take the zone, drops it off, finds Hoddick. Hoddick wheels it round, but Parolin was finishing his cycle rather than starting it, so Mahood was there to break it up, and Perth will go again off the boards. Here's Breedveld. Breedveld drops it off to Hoddick. Hoddick couldn't control it, so Tanner played it into the zone. Here's Breedveld behind his goal line. Over it goes, and don't know what that kind of play was there from Parolin. It's behind, he'll get it this time. He'll drop it off. Here's Santana, round one. Round two. Santana in. Loses control, just jams it forward. Tries to jam it forward a second time. There's three Glacier players there. Still going hard as Parolin. Hoddick working hard. Falls out the back for Lodge. What can Lodge do? Behind the net, tries to juke Hayes out of his step. Oh my goodness, Lyndon Lodge! Breaks it off the back of Jack Hayes! And with 6:53 remaining, he ties this one up. What a goal, Lyndon Lodge. And the captains for either side with a double. And with their fourth. Oh my word, Lyndon Lodge. He had Hayes in all sorts of mess. He took him right, he took him left, he took him right, he took him left. He froze the puck. And then just brought it back out to his forehand side. And Hayes bit with him, and he just opened up the angle and banked it in. And here goes Lodge again. And he's stopped this time. Still falls out the back for Perth. Here's a chance for Ruck, but he couldn't get the shot away. Haley tries to get it out and away. Pansino was not effective in effectively getting it out and away. And Foster will have to try. Foster is forechecked by Ruck. Still being forechecked by Ruck. Now Hoddick. Hoddick around one. Hoddick sees off Ruck. And Ruck asks for the change. Tried to clear it away, but Ben Williams was there. Williams got checked, and so he dropped the puck. Brock Williams couldn't get the puck off Pansino. Now Ben Williams and Pansino, and Ben Williams did really well there. And Williams is away. Can he find Brock? He can. Brock couldn't find the puck, though. It'll escape away to him into the corner. Haley checks him, and Williams just throws it round. Here's Zhu. Zhu will throw it round again. Williams will go hard at it. Won't get it, though. It was Foster who saw it round. Now Stringer. Stringer, who seems to have it on a string in this match. Santana got in front of Bonolo, who thought he could cheat out the back, and sends it back in. Stringer. Stringer got through Brock Williams, and away goes Corey Stringer. What's he got in the trick bag this time? Leaves it for Birchler. Birchler and Stringer sort of get in the way, but Mahood got blocked by Stringer and opened up the shot for Birchler, but Birchler couldn't do anything with it. And Perth get it out of the zone. Zhu off the boards, but straight into a Glaciers player. Brock Williams once again throwing the bodying, turning the puck over. Here's Oscar Zhu, fakes a shot, has Lodge. Lodge winds up, shoots, and shoots wide. Picked up by Parolin. Now to Stringer. Stringer shoots, but it's deflected through three players, and Mahood collects. Mahood had Birchler in his face as he went round the net. Brock Williams is checked, but the puck goes out and away. Here's Mahood. Mahood really turning it on. He's got Ruck to his left. He goes, Ruck, into the netting. With 4:38 remaining. It was deflected up and in, so it will be an offensive face-off for the Sharks. Face-off is down. The Glaciers couldn't get it out. They will eventually through Hoddick. It's a 2-on-1. Bonolo and Hoddick. Bonolo chose the wrong option. And now the Sharks will go the other way. Ruck drops it off. Lodge is sandwiched. Arm is up. Melbourne penalty. And a chance for the Sharks to take their first lead of the game. High sticking, I think, was the call there. And it's going to go on Bonolo. Face-off is down and cleared away by Melbourne to begin with. Pellicone says, you've got a man on you. Pellicone had Stringer bearing down on him. Mahood goes and gets it away from Stringer, who's stapled for his troubles, and Lodge will look to set things up. Lyndon Lodge has dominated this game. And his partner in crime, and Jacob Ruck has the puck. He shoots and Hayes saves. Kelly just throws it back at the net. It'll work it its way round for Lodge. Lodge tries to play it to Kelly. Tanner has to go and get it. Finds Kelly. Goes across to Ruck. Ruck steps up. Goes out far side, Mahood. Mahood shoots, deflected, but deflected into Hayes, and Hayes saves, and Stringer gets the puck and throws it down at Pellicone. Pellicone down on one pad. Deflects it to Lodge. Lodge has Parolin on the forecheck. He wheels back around. Lodge with the pass. Touched up. That'll be icing. And that is not good power play hockey by the Perth Sharks. 1:02 left in the Bonolo high sticking penalty. Perth's bench all on their feet, -2. Melbourne all but one sitting. Perth win the face-off and they can reset. Lodge looks to go, gets round one. Drops it off. Mahood! But he couldn't really wind up on the shot. Kelly plays it back to Lodge. Lodge back to Tanner. Tanner shoots, has saves at his near post. .259 remain in the game. 43 seconds remain in the penalty, sorry. Hoddick kicked out of the face-off. Pansino will be forced to take. Pansino does well and works its way out to Glacier. They're away here, Melbourne, but Mahood was back to save the day for the Sharks. Lodge, Mahood. He's pushed wide. Kelly, back to Mahood. Mahood back in. Ruck couldn't find the puck and it's cleared away. Pelicone doesn't touch it. He leaves it for Lodge. Lodge has Pansino on the forecheck. Stringer the secondary. Ruck is behind both those forecheckers. Drops it off to Kelly. Kelly, it's deflected wide. It was going to find Ruck, but instead it will find Foster. Mahood couldn't keep it in the zone, and that is the end of the penalty. Back to even strength. 2 minutes remains. We will have 5 minutes of overtime if neither team can find a winner here. And then a shootout. Ruck. Lodge, sorry. Lodge, round a couple, goes himself. Yanazols, who scored that barn burner of a first. Tapped up there by the Sharks. They couldn't keep it going. Away goes Breedveld. Drops it off. Stringer. Tries to tap it forward for Birchler. Still Stringer. Just wide. Yanazols gets there first, but couldn't do anything with it. Off the boards. Yanazols didn't get there. Yanazols is surprised from behind by Jacob Ruck. Dwyer goes far side, finds Zhu. Zhu will shoot, and a save. Rebound fell for Zhu, but Breedveld was there to make sure he couldn't do anything with it. The Williams is there, but Brock Williams couldn't control it. Falls out the back for the Glaciers, but well defended there by Dwyer. Got in the way of Parolin. Dwyer and Parolin. Parolin gets it back for Birchler. Birchler finds Hoddick. Hoddick shoots, sticked away by Pelicone. .6 seconds and a timeout called by Perth. Perth will defend the face-off. And after going 3-0 down, took it back to 3-all, then conceded a fourth. Sam Hoddick with a laser of a shot. But then that man, Lyndon Lodge, wearing the C, and now doing the talking in the Perth huddle. Has shown his quality. And if there's a bloke ready for a breakout season in the AJIHL, it's Lyndon Lodge. He's already played a number of games with the Thunder. And he's really proving his worth for the Sharks. Face off to the gloved left side of Pelicone. False start. Both are kicked out. It was Pansino and Ruck, I think it was. So Lodge goes in with Hoddick, the two captains. Neither wins it. Lodge loses his stick. It hits Lodge's stick. The Thunder don't clear through Mahood. Shot goes in from Bonolo, but is wide. Doesn't escape the zone. Lodge down on one knee, couldn't get it. Pelicone gets there and freezes. Half a minute remains. It's all Melbourne at the moment. The bench is looking at Hayes like he's ready to be pulled in some sort of daring play, but Perth win the face-off. They go the stretch pass. It'll find Hayes, and Hayes just dives upon it and does not allow anything. Freezes it with 22 seconds remaining. And now Perth with the offensive opportunity. Ruck and Pansino. Ruck gets a shot away, but can do nothing with it. And in the second quarterfinal in the AJIHL, we're headed to 5 minutes of overtime hockey. Hoddick with one last shot, but Pellicone sees it away with ease. Hoddick with a second. There goes the horn. Overtime, here we come. Sam Hoddick, the Glaciers captain, with his second of the game, and the Glaciers fourth to make it 4-3. Lyndon Lodge with his second of the game. The Sharks captain makes it 4-all. How befitting that those two have been the major players for their teams. Five minutes of overtime coming our way. First goal wins. It's as simple as that. The Glaciers at a break first. We'll go the same way. There was no ice cut. The Sharks break second. Pellicone has been outstanding for the Sharks in net. Coming in after they went down 2-0 and were on their heels. And has definitely kept the Sharks back in this one. 5-on-5. 5 minutes of overtime. Here we go. And the Glaciers nearly off the face-off with an attempt. All sorts of holding going on. Ruck will have the first attempt. Ruck, as his stick lifted before he can shoot away, got his stick in there. Lodge will guide it down for Tanner. Tanner around his fellow four and Stringer, but Stringer with the longer reach and the longer stick says that puck is mine. I'll play it off the boards and out to my line mate and Birchler. Birchler up to Parolin, but Parolin couldn't get round Mahood. Mahood lost his skates though and wasn't able to get it forward, but Mahood got in there. Mahood touched it up to Lodge. Lodge has Mahood with him. Lodge to Mahood. Mahood saved by Hayes. Second one. Did it cross the line? No, it didn't. I thought it did. Surely it did. I thought that was over. It was oh so very close. We'll have a conference of zebras. The initial call is no goal. And it will stay no goal. Perth thought they had it. The clock kept running. Santana off the face-off, but his shot was blocked wide. Haley and Tanner in the corner. Rescued by Pansino. Throws it up, and that's going to be icing. The clock does not stop in overtime. Three minutes and ticking left in this overtime period. Face off to Hayes' blocker right side. Is down, aggressive from the Glaciers. Kept him by the Sharks. Thrown in and deflected down dangerously. Round the boards it goes. Santana throws it back in. He knows his team is offside, but the secondary option of giving it to the Glaciers was much worse. Hoddick and Lodge, the two captains. Hoddick retreats. Goes out wide. Can't find Bonolo. And icing is called. And at this stage of the game, Mitchell Bonolo needs to do better. Tanner tried to get out there and Dan Boyd was very vociferous in telling them no. Face-off is down. Wrapped around the boards, picked up here by Mahood. Mahood tries to play it to himself off the boards, nearly got there. Falls to Santana, the man who's not meant to be out on the ice there for the Sharks. Off the boards, Stringer picks it up. Away goes Corey Stringer. What's he got in him? Drops it off to Hoddick. Throws it across, sticked away by Pellicone into the netting. And we'll have a face-off inside Sharks territory now. A minute and a half and ticking. Now we're going to a shootout to decide this game. It would be grossly unfair, but as we've seen in recent major hockey games, that is the preferred choice to settle these tight games. Birchler off the face-off tried to get something. It falls out the back, picked up by Stringer. Stringer shoots, but his shot was blocked. Fell behind the net. The Sharks wrap it out and away. Stringer has to control a bouncing puck. He does. He goes back to Breedveld. Breedveld plays it to Mahood. Mahood, ruck! Didn't know the puck was there. Picked up by Stringer. Less than a minute remains. Stringer now. Round one. Round two. Lodge gets in there, disposes of the puck, turns it over. Breakaway chance here for the Thunder. It's ruck! It's ruck! Great save! Jack Hayes! He puts it into the netting behind him. That was the chance. "20 seconds and ticking. Hoddick deliberately gets in there. Drops, falls, no shot, falling out the back, shoot! And Hayes makes an important save. Tapped around by Tanner. Hoddick will freeze it. We are going to a shootout. Yes! Lodge had one final shot, but it was kicked away by Haley. And this game is now in the hands of the goalies. And what a storyline it would be for Reese Pellicone to come in just 8 minutes into this match. Have the game that he did, making crucial save after crucial save, to then decide it in the shootout. Or will former Mustang Jack Hayes have his say on this game? Hayes making some massive saves there in the overtime period, including that breakaway chance by Jacob Ruck. Blocking it away with intent. Over the glass it went. It'll be Ben Williams first for the Sharks. The right-hander, who's had a fairly decent game, versus Jack Hayes. Ben Williams, Jack Hayes. Shootout attempt number one. Hayes, Williams down the middle. Hayes comes out, and Hayes sees it wide. It'll be Gavin Birchler for the Glaciers. Reese Pellicone for the Sharks. Birchler, a left-hander. Skates in quite fast. That puck wasn't at centre ice. Pellicone comes a long way out. Birchler round 1, 2. Saved by Pellicone! He's happy about that one. It's Jacob Ruck. He had a chance to win it for the Sharks in overtime. And much like in overtime, it's just Ruck and Hayes. Ruck goes wide, goes in, waits, Hayes stuck the pad out. And makes the save. Christian Pansino. What can he do now? Pansino takes it wide, then brings it in. Pellicone comes a long way out. Pansino holds, shoots, scores! Pellicone bit a bit too hard. Pansino deked him out. And now it is the captain, Lyndon Lodge. Can Jack Hayes send the Glaciers through to an unlikely semi-final? He comes a long way out. It's Lodge. Lodge saved by Hayes, and the Glaciers cause the upset of the tournament. And the Melbourne Glaciers are through to the semi-final tonight. What a game we have seen in front of us. Melbourne through to take on Adelaide. And isn't there some love lost there already? What an unbelievable game. And some first-rate talent on hand. A game worthy of gold almost. For the Sharks, their slow start cost them. And they will lament that all the way back west.